because this is in a webinar formation, so no one can unmute their phones. So we're pretty excited about that. Again, if you have questions, you can email me at Rita, R-I-T-A, M as in Mary, D as in David, at wakana.com. I'll be checking that email. So when we're done with the presentation, if you think of some questions in between, during, or after, you can certainly email me at that point. Well, fantastic. It is 8 o'clock. And I want to get started. I want to respect your time. We've got some exciting information tonight, really about heart health. And is cannabis have an impact on getting our heart healthy? So get heart healthy with CBD. I'm Dr. Rita McGuire. I'm the Chief Medical Officer and co-founder of Wakana for Life. And I'm excited that you're all on the line. I'm telling you, it's filling up tonight. So we're excited that we can get started on time and get those questions answered and really talk about our products here at Wakana. So a little bit about the company. On April 20th, just this year, about 5 months ago, Wakana was brought into existence through the synergistic efforts and shared foundational values of 4 African American women who truly believe that health, wealth, legacy, and freedoms are gifts that belong to all people. The 4 co-founders and leaders of Wakana here is our CEO, Melissa Boston. Melissa Boston has over 29 years of direct sales. She's also built companies, she's built distribution companies in over 40 countries. She has mentored and really driven sales where she has been named MVP of 6 out of the 8 companies that she's worked for. She retired at the age of 32 and truly brings a wealth of knowledge, not only in the industry of network marketing, but also in the cannabis industry. Our president, Dr. Patricia Van Pelt, is a state senator here in Illinois, serving her 3rd term. She's also an evangelist, an entrepreneur, and a businesswoman that grew up in the inner city, in the projects here in Chicago, Cabrini Green, and truly has, through her ministry, through her PhD, has driven sales in other companies and also has been very instrumental in developing our pathway and ownership here at Wakana. Our senior VP of sales is Phyllis Nash, again, an entrepreneur, went from being a cashier to managing every Leon barbecues here in Chicago, also has been in the restaurant business as well as transportation, and has built a community here in Chicago with one of the aldermen that has been very instrumental in housing here in Linwood. And then myself, Dr. Rita McGuire, I'm the Chief Medical Officer. I'm actually an obstetrician gynecologist. Yes, I deliver babies and I do female surgeries. In fact, I did a hysterectomy this morning after being on call all night, but no worries. I've had 30 years, delivered over 8,000 babies. But more importantly, I was introduced to this industry by our CEO 3 years ago. And because of that, and my due diligence in studying this plant, I have spoken all over the world, just really helping healthcare professionals as well as the community to understand the medicinal properties of cannabis. A little bit about the movement, because we're much more than a company that sells CBD oil. is our vision is that we exist to help in the negative stigma that has caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefits of this amazing plant. Our mission is that we're a catalyst to stir a movement that inspires people to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, and investors, evoking the courage and strength of people to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. So when we move and talk about CBD, CBD is an abbreviation for cannabidiol. And cannabidiol is the second most cannabinoid found in different strains of the cannabis plant. It is the most common found in the hemp plant. We know that CBD can be found both in the marijuana species as well as the hemp species of the cannabis plant. But what's interesting and what's important to understand is that CBD has no mind altering effects like THC. It has the health benefits without the high. We know THC is delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol, and that is the compound that makes the euphoria, that makes the high that many of us know about. But CBD, the health part of the cannabis plant, can be used in conjunction, as I use it in my practice, with other forms of um, treatment to prevent different disease entities like diabetes and even heart disease that we're going to be talking about tonight. So when we look at the plant, CBD is truly the hero. When we talk about the medicinal benefits that CBD has on the body, CBD is an antibacterial. It also inhibits cancer cell growth. It's neuroprotective. It promotes bone growth. It reduces seizures and convulsions. You know, CBD truly came in mainstream when we saw and read about a little girl named Charlotte Fiji who has Dravet syndrome. That's a syndrome that children can have between 300 to 500 seizures a week. And the little girl's parents tried everything from surgeries to medications, and nothing worked until they introduced her to CBD. CBD also reduces blood sugar levels. It reduces the function in the immune system. So very helpful in those who have autoimmune diseases like lupus, fibromyalgia. It also reduces inflammation, and that's a really big part of chronic illnesses as we see today, from heart disease to diabetes to obesity. Inflammation is the culprit. CBD reduces the risk of arterial blockage and atherosclerosis. It reduces small intestinal contractions. It also reduces nausea and vomiting. That's why so many who are on chemotherapy get such relief. CBD relieves pain. That's a big thing. Over 100 million people deal with chronic pain each and every day. CBD relieves anxiety. Oh my gosh, we see anxiety levels through the roof, depression, suicide. CBD slows bacterial growth. It suppresses muscle spasms. You know, UC San Diego is currently in their phase 1 clinical trial where they're looking at using CBD with those who have multiple sclerosis. CBD is very tranquilizing. I'm telling you, when you take CBD, your mood enhances and you become calm. And CBD also treats skin disorders like psoriasis and eczema and acne. CBD is also a vasorelaxant. So it helps to relax and dilate the blood vessels in the body. But more importantly, when you talk about a full spectrum product, you have to look at the other cannabinoids that the plant offers. CBDA, CBG, CBGA, CBC, CBCA, delta 9 THCA, delta 9 THC, delta H THC, and even THCV are all part of the cannabinoid makeup that have additional benefits to the body. So, in order to understand how CBD works in the body, it's important to understand the endocannabinoid system. See, the endocannabinoid system was discovered in the early 1990s when I was at Wayne State School of Medicine. This system is one of the most vital regulatory systems within the human body. In fact, in the early 1960s, an Israeli scientist, Raphael Mechoulam, discovered THC. And from there, decades later, he discovered the system of receptors that have a high affinity for cannabinoids like THC and CBD. And what he found were that there were receptors in the brain, in the central nervous system, in the immune system, in the periphery, in almost every organ and gland in our body is actually looking for cannabinoids. So this system regulates and modulates our internal bodily functions. It controls how we think, how we feel, how we react, our blood pressure, our blood sugar, our metabolism. These receptors in the endocannabinoid system are looking to produce different effects on our body to put the body back in balance or homeostasis. The system is also made up of endocannabinoids. Endocannabinoids are compounds that our body produces. Our body produces the same sort of chemicals like the plant. The two most common endocannabinoids that our body produce is anandamide and 2-AG. In fact, anandamide is found in breast milk. It's found in beer hops and dark chocolate. Anandamide also has a role in improving the perfusion in the muscles of the heart. And 2-AG, again, is another endocannabinoid that modulates and regulates the inflammation in our body. So these endocannabinoids, when our bodies can't produce or make enough, they become deficient, and that's when disease occurs. So these receptors, again, are looking for cannabinoids to bind to them so they can send signals to the body, to the immune cells, to the nervous system, to the periphery to put the body into balance. In fact, CB1 receptors, as you see here, and CB2 receptors are important in modulating and regulating the perfusion of the heart, the perfusion and decreasing inflammation in the blood vessels of the heart. And even they have a significant role that they play in decreasing the fatty plaques that cause coronary artery disease in the heart. So again, there are different receptors in all parts of the body. Some of the receptors, as you see here, include the brain, the eyes, the lung, the liver, the bowel, the skin, the stomach, the teeth, and also the heart that we're going to be talking about tonight. So when you think about heart disease, many of you know, in order to lower your risk of heart disease and to keep your heart healthy, your doctor talks to you about stop or limiting nicotine intake, smoking cigarettes, increasing your exercise, get active, eat whole grains and legumes. And it really is important to think about your diet as a whole food, plant-based diet. And of course, limit your alcohol. Some of the tests that we commonly do are cholesterol levels, CRP levels, homocysteine, CT, EKGs, and ultrasounds. Again, I can't stress enough how important it is just to get active and to have a healthy diet to lower your risk of heart disease. But what about cannabis? Can cannabis also be something that you can consider to lower your risk of heart disease? And absolutely the answer is yes. CBD is found to help relax the heart's arterial walls. CBD may help relax the walls of the heart arteries and thereby reducing the overall tension that are found in the blood vessels. CBD also can protect the heart by relaxing the heart arteries and reducing inflammation that leads to blockage. CBD helps to lower blood pressure, which reduces the risk of heart disease. CBD actually lowers cholesterol, and CBD helps to reduce anxiety and stress, which also regulates the heartbeat. We know that heart disease is the number one killer of women. In fact, it's more deadly than all forms of cancer combined. Heart disease causes 1 in 3 deaths of women each year. And 90% of women have one or more risk factors. It's estimated that 43 million women in the US are affected by heart disease. And what's interesting is that women have different warning signs than men. Some heart attack warning signs in women typically are lightheadedness or dizziness, upper back pressure, chest pressure, shortness of breath, pain in one or both arms, the back, neck, jaw, or stomach, fainting, or extreme fatigue. Women may not experience the typical chest pain that is often noted as the most common sign of heart attacks. Some women even think that they may have some symptoms associated with the flu and absolutely not a heart attack. Men typically have cold sweats or they're nauseated. They may have chest pain or chest pressure. They may have shortness of breath and pain in one or both arms, back, neck, jaw, or stomach. Absolutely, if you have any of these symptoms of more than 5 minutes, it's important to call 911. So, when we look at the reality about heart disease in the United States, the reality is that Black women are 47% have a higher rate of heart disease, and 45% of men, African American men, have the highest rate of heart disease, more than white American men, which is at 37%, white American women at 34%, and Latino women at 31%, and Latina men at 31%. So the reality is that Black women and Black men have the highest rate of heart disease. Again, the annual rate of first heart attacks and first strokes is higher for Black Americans than it is in white Americans. What about blood pressure? Well, African American men and women over the age of 20 have higher blood pressure, more than white men at 30% and white women at 60%. Approximately 5 out of 10 adults in America suffer from high blood pressure. Many of you on the line may be on medication right now for high blood pressure. Again, CBD oil can help regulate your blood pressure by decreasing inflammation, by being a vasorelaxant, and also improving cholesterol levels, which thus reduce heart disease. What about atherosclerosis? Unfortunately, my mother passed away from complications due to atherosclerosis or coronary artery disease as it's known today. Atherosclerosis is a very common contributing factor to strokes and heart attacks. It's characterized by the accumulation of plaque, which causes hardening and narrowing of the arteries. Because of this narrowing of the arteries, it's really hard for blood flow to get to the heart and the brain. These plaque buildups cause an inflammatory response. from the immune system, which causes even more damage to the arteries. So partial blockage or total blockage can occur in different parts of the body. This can occur in the brain, which causes an aneurysm. This can be cause of this can occur in the pelvis. It can occur in the heart. It can occur in the legs, which can cause a DVT and then lodge in the lungs, cause a pulmonary embolism, and even the kidneys. Well, there was a study in 2008 that was conducted and showed that cannabis compounds, THC and CBD, actually can be very beneficial to the blood vessels and reduce progression of atherosclerosis in mice. What they did was they gave a group of mice a high cholesterol diet for 11 weeks. And this diet, of course, was designed to clog their arteries. At week 6, some mice were given oral administration of THC, a small amount, 1 milligram of THC. And those mice that were given THC yielded the most significant improvement. So THC was shown in this study to inhibit disease progression. The findings revealed that mice who received THC had a lower level of blood vessel clogging than others. We do know additional research is needed to show that cannabis absolutely can prevent and decrease coronary artery disease. Now, if you're on the line and you're a healthcare provider, there are studies that have been done by NIH and PubMed that actually show that the endocannabinoid system and the CBD or the receptors CB1 and CB2 actually have a role in modulating and regulating and decreasing heart disease in the body. Even there's also emerging evidence, again, that CB1 and CB2 receptors help to, one, decrease inflammation recruitment that occurs when someone is undergoing a heart attack or a myocardial infarction. The study also shows that it improves and decreases inflammation, improves blood flow to the myocardium or the tissues of the heart, and improves overall wellness of the heart. So don't die from a broken heart. Get your CBD today. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stop sharing those slides, and we're going to get into our product line. And we're going to talk about how to use the products at Wakana. So the first product that we're going to talk about is our Wakana Power MD. That's our Hempranium MD. And this is a new product that is 750 milligrams of CBD in our 15 ml bottle. And what I love about our Hempranium MD is, one, it has a phenotypically stronger plant that yields a higher cannabinoid profile. So not only is it more concentrated, but it is truly more of a therapeutic medicinal grade of CBD oil for your family, your friends, or your patients. This is an oil that should be used as a tincture. And what that means is that this product can be placed underneath the tongue and held underneath the tongue for a minute before you swallow. That's really important to do that so that the mucosal membranes, the glands underneath the tongue, the sublingual glands, can absorb the oil so that the bloodstream truly can get the benefits of the oil. Now, there are some suggested and recommended dosing on the bottle. I always recommend to clients and my patients to start low and start slow. More is not always better. Whenever you're introducing CBD into the system and it's something new, your body needs to get acclimated. So for the Hempranium MD, A great regimen to start, because each drop is 2.5 milligrams. A great regimen to start off is 2 to 3 drops in the morning and 2 to 3 drops in the evening. This is a great product for those who may want a more therapeutic medicinal result. For someone, they may have chronic disease, and for someone who also, because it has a proprietary blend of peppermint, black seed, and turmeric, has that additional flavor that enhances our CBD oil. That proprietary blend enhancement helps to decrease inflammation as well. So our Hempranium MD, 750 milligrams, is a therapeutic medicinal grade, is a great product for those who have moderate to severe conditions. Our next product is our Power Hempranium. And I failed to mention that our Power line contains the legal limit of THC, which is 0.3% or less of THC. That is a small amount of THC, again, that will have no euphoria effect, no high. Our next product is another Power line, our Power Hempranium. Again, this is a 500 milligram in a 15 ml bottle. Makes it each drop at 1.67 milligrams. Again, this is a great product for those who like tinctures. That is the ability for the oil to be placed underneath the tongue and held for 60 seconds before you swallow. That allows for the absorption of the oil to get into the bloodstream. The recommended dosing, again, for Hempranium, Power Hempranium, is starting low and starting slow. Starting with 3 drops in the morning and 3 drops in the evening is a great daily support. With all of these products, you can increase the dosage if you don't see relief in the products in 4 days. I do the 4 day rule because typically it takes the oil about 3 to 4 days, 72 hours or so, to show the body relief. If not, you can then increase that to 6 drops in the morning, 6 drops in the evening, before you increase that dose in 4 days. Again, this product has a proprietary blend of black seed, turmeric, and peppermint for added flavors and the enhancement of the anti-inflammatory properties to our CBD. Our next product is our water soluble power. Love, love, love this product because I'm telling you, I am personally always on the go. This is a great product that you can infuse in your smoothie, your tea, your coffee, your water, your food. You don't have to hold this underneath the tongue. You can even use this orally. Orally means you just drop it in your mouth and you go. It's a 500 milligram concentration in a 15 ml bottle, which means each drop is 1.67 milligram per drop. Not dropper full, but one drop is 1.67 milligrams. Again, start low and start slow. You can start with 3 drops in the morning and 3 drops in the evening, and then increase it as needed in 3 to 4 days. Water soluble products are great products for those who may be senior citizens. You may be dealing with a grandmother or grandpa who have dementia, who absolutely can't hold an oil underneath their tongue for a minute. This is a great product for that, for those seniors as well. That's our water soluble power. Our next product is our culinary power line. This is a great product that can be used as a tincture. It has no additional flavors like you saw in the Hempranium. This has the ability also to be used for cooking. How exciting is that? To infuse CBD in your cookies, your brownies. Hopefully, you guys are not out there eating a lot of cookies and brownies, but it also can be used in your food, in your dressing, in your sauces. Again, because this is a culinary product, you want to make sure that when you're baking and cooking, that you're not going any higher than 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, you can use this also as a tincture. It's great because not everyone likes those added flavors. So for those people, they would use our Power Culinary Plus. So as we move on, we're going to move on to our water soluble pure product. Now, our water soluble pure product is a little different from the power products. Our power products are considered our full spectrum product, meaning the whole plant is used. The cannabinoids that we talked about, the CBD, the CBC, the CBN, CBG, with the Delta 9 THC, those terpenes and flavonoids. But our pure line is what's considered a broad spectrum product. That's a product that contains less than 0.0% THC. So for those who have random drug screens at their jobs, this is a product they want to use. Now, our pure water soluble can be used in your smoothie, your coffee, your tea, your your juice, your food, whatever you want to infuse, this is the product. You can also use this product orally. So that means that you don't have to hold it underneath your tongue for a minute. A great product again for those seniors who don't want or may be sensitive to THC. You can infuse their food and beverages. Our next product is our topical. Our topical power, extreme power, is a CBD topical relief that also has certified organic essential oils that address inflammation and pain. This is a 200 milligram concentration, and it is a great product for local relief. For those who may have issues with knees, hips, shoulders, backs, feet, just a little is needed and it goes a long way. The other essential certified oils that are contained in this product are arnica, turmeric, black seed, clove, eucalyptus, menthol crystals, just to name a few. A great product to use locally instead of using Aleve, Motrin, ibuprofen. All of those non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs over chronic use can cause kidney failure. Even something as benign as Tylenol, we think is benign, long-term use can cause liver failure. So this topical relief extreme also comes in a power relief, which is another product that I can't demonstrate, but you can absolutely find it on the website. It is again CBD with 0.3% of THC. It is infused with other essential oils like eucalyptus as well. But what's great about topicals, and I can't stress this enough, topicals can be used if you have random drug screens. Topicals do not pass the blood-brain barrier, therefore will not show up in your urine. Our next product are our vape cartridges. Our vape cartridges are raspberry jane, and we also have our power vape cartridges. Let's talk a little about our vaping, right? There's a lot going on in the news. I think we're up to, unfortunately, 8 mortalities due to vaping. Now, vaping, our Wakana products absolutely are very safe. The vaping that is causing numerous mysterious lung diseases and deaths are vape compounds and products that are found in the black market. The FDA has done over 100 sampling from those who have either passed away or are very ill, and the cartridges that have been sampled have detected nicotine. They have found rat poison in these cartridges. They have found toxins and pesticides. They have found K2 synthetic fentanyl. They have found nicotine. These cartridges that have been sampled by the FDA have been lethal. They have been found on the black market, so that's why it's very important to only vape Wakana products. Our products I love because they are organic CBD oil. Our products and our cartridges are sealed. You cannot open or tamper at all with our cartridges. And our cartridges use healthy cannabinoid carrier oil. We use hemp seed oil and MCT coconut oil. Now, the black market, they use very cheap fillers and carrier oils. What they use are vitamin E oil. They use vitamin E because vitamin E is cheap. And when vitamin E is heated, vitamin E causes a very toxic reaction in the lungs. So you want to stay away from any cartridges that are sold on the black market. You want to stay away from any cartridges that are not Wakana brands. Vaping's onset of action is within a minute. That's why any acute issue with anxiety, acute pain, you have an acute flare of lupus, acute flare of gout. I've even seen patients who have seizure disorders use their vape to decrease that seizure. So it's a really great product to have along with your tinctures, your water solubles, and your topicals to address acute inflammation, pain, and anxiety. Another product which I love is this body cream. Our body cream is our Mango Power. Again, contains that 0.3% or less of THC, along with 500 milligrams of CBD. We understand and know that the skin is the largest organ in our body. Our skin needs to be protected with CBD. You remember there are receptors in the skin that puts the body and the skin back in balance. Our skin can be really beat up by the environment, by the air, by the weather, by the extreme heat, extreme cold, by skin conditions like psoriasis, eczema, and acne. This is a great formulation that also has organic compounds, one being organic goat milk. If you've never heard about organic goat milk, it is an amazing addition to our body cream because goat milk is high in vitamin A. We need vitamin A to restore our tissue, to restore our skin from the elements. So this is a great product that you can use every single day. Highly recommended for those who want to keep their skin healthy and to address any skin disorders. Our other product is our very new is our CBD lube. CBD lube is 400 milligrams of our CBD, which contains 0.3% of THC. It's a great product for those who have sexual dysfunction, either a decrease in libido, either vaginal atrophy or dryness that we see in women in my practice, in menopausal women, as well as men. I don't see men in my practice, obviously, but men who have erectile dysfunction. This is a lube that can be placed on the outside of the vagina, the vulvar area, to provide comfort during intercourse, as well as this product can be used on the penis to help with those couples that need a little assistance in the bedroom. A great, great product that can be used with condoms. Now, our next products are, I say the best for last, and those are our gummies. We have our power gummies, which are 25 milligrams of CBD and 1 milligram of THC, still under the legal limit of 0.3% or less of THC. Gummies are a great way to introduce CBD into the body. Gummies take about 45 to 90 minutes to get into the bloodstream, but a great way to microdose, meaning that during the day, you can have CBD infused either in your food or water with our water solubles, using it as a tincture, or using it topically, and even using it orally in a gummy. Gummies are a very a very discreet way. You may be at work having a little anxiety, having any pain or discomfort. Maybe you forgot your water soluble or your tincture at home. Always keep your gummies in your purse or your desk at work so you can quickly pop one in your mouth and get the same benefits in all the other forms. These gummies also come in the pure or the broad spectrum formulation. Again, each gummy is 25 milligrams. Both gummies, Power and Pure, are vegan. They're non GMO, and our gummies are not coated. They are infused, which makes our gummies very, very potent and superior to any gummy in on the marketplace. So I believe that I have discussed all of our products here at Wakana. Our products are sourced from U.S. farms in Kentucky, Oregon, and Colorado. These farms are organic farms, meaning the soil is organic. That's really, really important because we know that hemp is a bioaccumulator. So you want to make sure that products are sourced organically because a bioaccumulator can actually bring in toxins and heavy metals from the soils nearby. Our products are also compliant with the State Department of Agriculture. Our products are industrial hemp registered, and our products are compliant with the 2018 Farm Bill. And what that means is that our products contain the legal limit of 0.3% or less of THC, and our products are sourced and extracted from hemp and not marijuana. Our extraction process is the highest quality extraction process in the marketplace. Our products are extracted from the plant using a supercritical CO2 extraction method, which is a very clean method and solvent free. Our products are free from mildew and heavy metals and pesticides. We will have the certificate of analysis available to all of you very soon. Be patient. Our formulators are getting everything ready to be on your back offices, on our website, to ensure that we truly have the highest quality and the most potent products in the marketplace. So if you have questions, you can certainly send those questions to my email. My email is Rita, RITA, MD, @wakana.com. I do have a couple of questions here in the chat. The chat says one question is, can power line be used with Xarelto 15 milligrams and amlodipine 2.5 milligrams? And the answer is yes. Those two medications, Xarelto is a blood thinner, and amlodipine is a antihypertensive medications. We're on medications. It's really important to consult your physician. Let your physician know that you're wanting to start CBD. Now, Xarelto is a little different from Coumadin or warfarin, meaning that those INR levels are not monitored. Amlodipine, being an antihypertensive, means because CBD is a vasorelaxant, I have seen patients who are on lisinopril, metoprolol, amlodipine, hydrochlorothiazide. Their physicians have to decrease their dose because over a period of time, the CBD actually helps to reduce your blood pressure. When you're on medications, it's important to take your medications as prescribed and decrease and take the CBD, not decrease. Administer your CBD about an hour after you take your medications as prescribed. But yes, the power line can be used with Xarelto as well as amlodipine. You are welcome. Any other questions? You can put those right in the chat area, or you can email me at Rita, Rita, MD, M as in Mary, D as in David, at wakana.com. How fast can you see a change on your blood pressure or pre-diabetic patients' numbers? Well, in my practice, I've seen hemoglobin A1Cs be reduced in about, the hemoglobin A1C is a snapshot of over 90 days of what your blood sugar level is. So many times your physician is not checking that every month, but absolutely you can do your blood sugar. You can monitor those at home, and absolutely, I've seen some of my patients' blood sugars improve in 1 week. I had one patient, her blood sugar improved in 3 days, but that was a very different sort of patient because her blood sugar was in the 250s fasting. So everyone metabolizes CBD differently. So everyone will have a different response. Again, I can't stress enough, if you are on medication, please let your physician know that you are starting CBD so that you and your physician can work together in helping you to decrease and even come off of a lot of your medications as CBD is improving different conditions. Can CBD help with allergy symptoms? Yes, CBD being an anti-inflammatory, being an antioxidant, can help with allergies. So it's important to know if you are having allergies, seasonal allergies, making sure that you have eliminated out of your diet. CBD is not a magical oil. It's magical, yes, but if you continue to have a poor diet, or if you have a lot of dairy in your diet, that can improve the enhancement of the CBD in the body. So CBD can help with allergies. In fact, my son, who is plagued with a lot of allergies, once I took him off of dairy and started him on CBD, he is able to function when the pollen is all over, and he is doing so much better. I know you said that if you're drug tested, that it wouldn't show up. Are you 100% sure? Absolutely, I am not 100% sure. Again, people metabolize CBD differently. Studies show that even with the 0.3% or less of THC, theoretically, it would take doses as high as 2,000 milligrams of CBD a day to show up in your urine drug screen. That's why we recommend that if you get drug tested, that you use our broad spectrum product, our pure line, which contains less than 0.0% of THC. I'm excited to let you know that soon Wakana will be offering a CBD isolate. That's a product that contains 0% THC. So once those isolates become available, again, isolates are a great product who may be sensitive to THC. From all of the products, which one is the best to use for pre-diabetics and high blood pressure patients? I would say that the Hempranium MD would be the absolute top of the line product. Our Hempranium MD is a 750 milligram concentration. Let's see if I can find it here. And it is a great product to address both the diabetes, pre-diabetic, diabetic, and hypertensive and heart disease patient. And I think that's all of the questions that are on the chat. So hopefully you have enjoyed this new format. This new format allows for us not to have any background noise. There's no background noise so that we can really get all of the important information that I have to share with you each and every Wednesday. Again, if you have further questions, you can always email me at Rita, R-I-T-A, that's my first name, M as in Mary, D as in David, at wakana.com. Again, I want you to contact the person who invited you on the webinar tonight. Get with them to get your products ordered and any further questions answered. And again, thank you for tuning in and have an amazing evening and a Wakana night.